Welcome to So Very Easy. My name is Laura, and let's take a beach towel and turn it into a beach bag. And it is a very quick project. The seams are already finished on the towel, so this project will go together very quickly. Of course, the first thing we're going to need is the beach towel. After that, some thread and the needle. The needle, you need to have a 80-12 or a 90-14. You need a little bit of a heavier needle to get through the terry cloth. And rope. The bag is going to be made by taking that towel and folding it in half. And in the top where you have the two short sides, we need to do a row of casing. And that's where the rope is going to go through. So take the top of the towel and fold it down 1.5 inches. And that rope should be able to go through that 1.5 inches. Now, if you have a very thick rope, you might need to make that casing a little bit bigger, but that will hold quite a good size of rope. So measure down 1.5 inches and pin. And do that to both the short sides. Once you have that pinned over 1.5 inches, you need to do a row of stitching. The row of stitching is going to go right along that edge. And put one right along that edge at about 1/4 inch. And with that extra row of stitching, it's going to help that rope be stronger in that casing. Now you do not stitch the edges closed, so you're going to just come right off of the edge, back stitch, and then start again so that you leave all of the sides open. The top two casings have been stitched. Now take this and match it so the right sides are touching. So the towel is folded in half. The top edges are matching and the side edges are matching, and you have a fold at the bottom. You will need 2 pieces of the rope at 10 inches. Take it and fold the one in half, and where the loop is, you're going to place it in the bottom of that fold. And place it so that you have a little bit hanging out and pin that in there. Take the other rope and do the same into the other side. And now you're going to be able to make this into a bag by stitching this side seam. Do a 1/2 inch seam allowance. You don't need a very skinny seam allowance because it'll be stronger if you leave a little bit more space. So do a 1/2 inch seam all the way up. And you're going to stop right at the bottom where you folded that down. So it will be a flap like this at the top. And when the 2 rope ends are in, you can turn the bag right side out. So what you're looking at right now is the folded end has 2 of these loops and the top has 2 ends that are open. Now you're going to be able to put the rope into those holes. And the rope size you're going to need is the side plus the top times 2, and that's going to do one side. So I have the side, the top, and now I'm going to double that. And I'm going to need that for one side, and I'm going to need the same measurement for the second side, plus a little bit extra so I can knot this together. We need to take that rope and thread it into the top. So what you're going to do is you're going to come from one side, you're going to go in between the layers of the first casing, go all the way, come out, and then come all the way back in to the other side. Now a good old-fashioned safety pin will work just fine. So I'm going to start with the top piece and work that through, and you're going to come out the other side. So now you have one side done. And just continue by putting it into the hole that is right beside the one that you came out of. And feed that through all the way to the other side. So we have the rope all the way around, making a circle with the 2 loose ends coming out of the 2 separate sides. Take one end and place it into the loop. And then match up your 2 ends and tie the rope into a knot. So what we have is a continuous loop that goes around the top, down the side, and through the loop. It's all joined on one side. Take the next rope, which happens to be the same size, and start from the opposite end. So you're going to place it in this end, come all the way around, and loop down. So you'll have 2 rows of rope in each casing. And once you have both ends out of the other side, You're going to take one end and put it through the loop. Match up the two ends of the rope and tie a knot. So the big bag is now done, and you have the rope that goes around the top and it's attached to that little loop in the bottom. So what will happen is when you pull the top strings together, it's going to gather it just like any other bag, and you're going to be able to put lots of stuff in this bag. Now with the two ropes, they are still attached to the bag, so you're able to use it like a knapsack. You're going to be able to carry it over your back, or you can put both straps together and carry it over your shoulder. And when you're done, you're going to be able to throw this in the wash to keep it clean. And you can make this with any towel. It doesn't have to be a beach towel. And the size of the towel you get will dictate the size of the bag. Thank you for joining me today on Sew Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe, and as always, come on back. Let's see what we're sewing next time in the sewing room. Bye for now.